Hey guys, welcome back to Perkle Sector and episode 2 of Hot Laps. Today it's my turn to put Zach on the hot seat and ask him some questions. You ready?
Yep.
All right. You're flipping me the bird with your Max mug.
Yeah, it's the mood.
All right, first question. So next weekend in Miami, not next weekend, next race weekend.
Okay.
We still got another month here.
Flew.
Yeah, no. Next race weekend is Miami Sprint weekend. So my question to you is, would you rather have every race weekend be a sprint race or eliminate the sprint format altogether?
So every race weekend having this like the normal
Correct.
sprint.
So you get one free practice, sprint quali, sprint, your normal quali, and your race.
That's interesting. I'm torn on this. I kind of like the idea of having less practice getting in the race. Like you still get your data and it's more exciting. Like it's balls to the wall, short race. So I think I'm going to go. I never thought I would say this because sprint weekends are they're kind of annoying when you sim race actually. Um, I think I'd go sprint race format because you have less practice. It's just practice.
You're
Get
going to
into
separate
racing,
the boys from the men.
qualify.
You get one practice and you go.
Yeah, you get the sprint race. If that doesn't go well, dial it up. You have quali like shortly after.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, race. So yeah, sprint races.
I agree. Okay, next question. In terms of delivering entertaining races, we're going to go by region. What continent does it best? Europe, Asia, or the United States? Or we'll say the Americas, because we've got South America too.
Ooh.
Americas.
Europe, Asia, or the Americas?
Mm-hmm. So in Asia, right, you've got, we'll give it Melbourne, China, Japan, Singapore. Okay. I think you also put in all of the Middle Eastern countries in there. So Bahrain, Jeddah,
okay.
Baku, Abu Dhabi, Qatar. And then in the Americas, you've got Miami, Texas, Vegas, Mexico, Brazil, Canada. Okay. And then all the classics in Europe. Which one of those groups is more entertaining?
Asia.
Okay.
I do like Qatar and obviously Saudi Arabia is just usually, or Abu Dhabi is usually a banger, especially depending on the points. Oh, I'm trying to ignore the classic aspect and think about. I'm gonna have to go Europe. It's to me favorite.
You're gonna go Europe?
Well, okay, so I gotta take Canada out. I don't like Canada really. No, I'll go Americas because Brazil's usually a banger. I think Vegas, as long as they keep the track right, it's been entertaining. It's dangerous too. Obviously Texas is. I love high speed corners. It'll be really interesting how that one goes this year, actually. Now that I think about it, and then Miami's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go Americas. I like Brazil and the U.S. tracks big time. It's hard because I really enjoy Spa and Austria. But I'll go.
But in terms of most entertaining races, it wasn't what track do we like best, but what gives you the best entertaining races.
Americas.
A
couple of my favorite tracks are in Europe, but entertainment-wise, we'll go Americas.
Agreed. I think there's some stinkers that happen in Europe just because some of those tracks are so old, can't pass or weather or whatever. So, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about your boy and a little bit of breaking news. So GP leaving 2028 when his contract expires, going to McLaren. Max might be leaving if GP says he's out in 2028. So my question for you is, if you were Max, how are you going to finish your career?
I've pondered this because I don't know if you know, on the breaking news, there is or interviews, podcasts, whatever, with Max and GP. And
Mhm.
GP basically said when he's not Max's race engineer, he's ready for a new challenge. And then Max interview said, when GP's not my race engineer, I'm done.
Mhm.
So his contract's up in 2027, GP's in 2028. So based on that, I would say Max is dipping.
Yep.
And with what he's enjoying and like GT racing, I mean, he brought 8 million viewers to the 4 hour race. I mean,
Mhm.
he's going to be fine wherever he goes. I think if we'll say he wants to stay in F1, I think the first conversation he has is with Zach Brown.
Yeah.
Just go. Zach Brown's willing to talk. He wants to win, and say, okay, is this a possibility? And if it's a no, then okay, well, maybe I'll just go GT race. I think Aston or Mercedes would have been talks the last couple of years, but Toto, which we talked about this, isn't necessarily. I think he would let George go personally,
Mhm. Yeah, agreed.
but I think they're in a really good place right now, so it's hard to see that currently.
Mhm.
If George's form tanked, then I definitely think that's an option. And then the other one I would have said is Aston, but I think they've just kind of went down the drain a bit, so it's hard to
I
see
think I
him
would have
wanting
been
to do that.
harder on Aston if we were back in summer
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
So
I
sum that up. How are you ending it?
I think if McLaren's not a big option, that he leaves at the end of his contract.
Okay. Uh, what about Fernando Alonso?
Same deal, right?
Same thing.
Career end? No,
He's
you're
going to
saying
check in with McLaren too. Yeah,
no,
same
no.
thing. Retire.
Okay.
How do you want him to end?
Dude, I think if their car stays sucking all year, he should just go GT race with Max. Just
He's just going to
go
lip
be a
Lord
Red
Stroll
Bull
the
driver.
bird and say,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, think of how long he's been patient on it. They were good. What we said, 2023, you said, was podium.
Yeah.
But they've gone downhill. I mean, you have Newey. I think kind of same situation as Max. I think he gives it 2 years in this reg set, and if it's not looking good, he's gone.
Yeah. Well, he's a dad now too.
Yeah,
So
his
I think he's
family.
probably got one foot out the door.
They're both dads now, and Alonso's significantly older.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Last question. This one is a multiple part. Last time you had me build a racing driver. This time I'm going to have you build a new Formula One team. So, 12th team, starting from scratch. This could be an old team that used to be rejoining F1, or this could be a totally new manufacturer. You get to choose.
Get a notepad open.
Yep. What is your team name? Or if you don't know, we can go to another question and come back to it.
Let's bring Braun back.
Braun? Okay. Who is your team principal?
And
the rules for this whole thing are you cannot take someone from an existing team.
So this is
including drivers.
Team. This is doing what you can do.
This is you starting from scratch. Everyone's on contract. No one's willing to break their contract.
I don't have the best. Okay. So they're not currently at a team.
Correct.
I'll take Wheatley.
Yeah. Oh,
counts.
Okay.
He counts.
You're navigating the gray area here. I like it. I thought maybe you might go Gunther, or maybe pull in
Gunther
like
would be hilarious,
Sebastian Vettel or something. Yeah.
Was Vettel a team principal?
No, but I mean, he's got experience. Well, you're gonna learn here. Vettel's not an option for driver. Engine supplier. Now, if you're gonna go historically accurate, are you a works team, customer team? I think Braun was a customer team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so. I spelled Braun wrong. Go works team.
Works team. So you're gonna build your own engine.
No, sorry,
Interesting.
customer team. I'm thinking
Customer
I
team.
get to pick. Yeah.
Got it.
Customer
Got
team.
it. Got it. Got it. So whose engine are you going to buy?
Mercedes.
Merc. Okay.
Based on history, honestly, the fact that the Ford Red Bull motor is sounding like it's the number 2 combustion engine right now on the grid.
Yep.
That's tempting, but they don't have a history, so we're gonna go Mercedes.
Okay. Where is your factory located? Where's your team headquarters? Your team principal is located in the UK. We've talked about this.
And
why he's
based on the
leaving.
fact that I have Wheatley, I'm in the UK.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean that makes sense anyway.
All right. Let's go into the meat of this. Who are your drivers? And like I said, the rule here, existing drivers on the grid are off the table. Vettel is retired. He's not coming back. And Ricardo has explicitly said he's done with F1. He's got no interest in coming back. So we're talking drivers that have previously lost their seat. We're talking F2 drivers. We're talking reserve drivers.
Okay, I don't know. F2
And I've
drivers.
got a whole bunch of names I can start throwing at you if you're not sure where to start.
Do you have the reserve drivers?
I've got everybody.
All right, start listing reserve drivers. Take some
Start
notes.
listing reserve drivers.
I know
So
a few.
Yuki,
Yeah.
right? You've got Iwasa, and they are both shared responsibility reserve drivers for Red Bull. You've got Vesti, who's a graduate from F2, and Stoffel Van Dorn, who's an old F1 vet from the 2010 eras. You've got Antonio Giovinazzi, who's an old Alpha driver. You've got Leonardo Fornaroli, who's the 2024 F2 champ. You've got Pato O'Ward, who's currently at IndyCar. Jack Crawford, who's an F2 grad. Paul Aaron, another F2 grad. Kush Miney, who I believe is a current F2 driver. Luke Browning, F2 grad. Hirakawa. I'm not sure if he's current or he's F2. Jack Doohan.
No.
Zhou Guanyu. So those are your reserve drivers currently. Other people that are on the table, whether they would agree to it or not. K-Mag, he's off driving hypercars for BMW and WEC.
Okay.
You've got Logan Sargent,
No
who's
again.
driving for Ford in WEC. Nick DeVries.
Still no.
No, not
think
based
about
on
him,
his
but
stint. I think
no.
he's still in Formula E. And then you got Mick Schumacher, short stint in Haas. He's now in IndyCar, not doing awesome. And then our left field pulls are Nicholas Latifi or Nikita Mazepin.
No.
You don't want a Russian sponsor?
No. I'll take K-Mag for experience
Okay.
and the F2 champ, Giovinazzi.
Fornaroli, the F2 champ.
No, who's
Leonardo Fornaroli.
that? No, there's some.
Giovinazzi, the Alpha driver.
Oh no, okay. The F2 champ. Yeah. I got them
Okay,
mixed up.
yeah, Fornaroli.
I had them backwards.
Okay, so you got a young gun and a vet.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yep, I like it.
K-Mag.
I do too. And what is your title sponsor? And I intentionally did this after the drivers, so you can kind of tailor your sponsors to what drivers you got.
K-Mag.
Mm-hmm. You're based in the UK.
K-Mag's not from the UK though.
No.
I really don't know anything about the F2 champ either. I'm trying to think of not current sponsors. Why you got to smirk? I feel like you think I'm going to say something.
No. I'm eager to see where you're going to head with this, because my head immediately went to, what is my full team name going to be? blank something Braun GP. Or I thought you might go like the meme thing. Like if Checo was around, that you'd go like Cat Braun GP team.
I could just pick any. I could pick anything.
Whatever you want.
Because I was wearing the hat the other day, and I like them. Let's go Magpul, Braun.
Mag.
Yeah. We'll go Magpul.
I don't know if you're gonna have the international poll for.
No, well, I don't know. Sponsors are. Let me think about it a little.
Well,
bit.
they could change race to race too. You got all those Bitcoin sponsors that aren't allowed.
Moza. That's my racing wheel.
Moza? Okay. Okay.
Probably still not a big enough brand, but
so we got
sim racing's pretty huge right now.
Moza Braun GP, who's run by Jonathan Wheatley in the UK. You got a Merc engine, and you got K-Mag.
I'm not a huge fan
and
of my driver
Fornaroli.
lineup, but there was.
I didn't really set you up for success here.
I thought you were gonna be like, okay, pick anybody on the grid and build the perfect team.
Ooh, no, that's the next one though. That would be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I already.
So that's all I got.
Mine started running.
And where do you think your team is finishing in their first championship? As the 12th team.
Braun Weekly, Merc engine, like current.
If you plopped them right in the 2026 season, where would they finish? Merc engine.
Braun doesn't matter. Wheatley, Merc engine's great. K-Mag. We don't have a lot of money because our sponsor's not going to be that big. We have a good 12 teams. I'm going to put us ninth.
Ninth? That's right.
Mostly because I have
like
a veteran and a Merc engine.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I'm not upset at it.
No. Mostly
well,
because the Merc engine's carrying the weight.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It just depends on if they get the instructions or not.
See, the way I read this at first, I was going to be like, okay, we're going to take Red Bull, and then I was going to ask you if you could have a CEO and a team principal. I was going to be like, Red Bull, Zach Brown with Toto. And then we're going to take Max and Piastri as the drivers.
Build the ultimate team.
Yes.
I like this. With future
Toto
episode.
With the Merc engine. Yeah, I could get
Don't give away all our answers. Don't give away all our answers.
Yes. But we're out of Thailand.
Because we're all lady boys. All right. Well, that's all I got. So we're going to wrap up episode 2 here.
Awesome.
Stay tuned. We're going to drop some more videos as we fill this horrendous gap before Miami.
It's painful.
Appreciate you guys.